All right, folks, 10 and a half hour workday. I got this important video I want to do, and it's I'm making it to create discussion in the comments section. I'm going to be very honest with you. I thought about long and hard how I'm going to communicate my thoughts, how I'm going to articulate my words. And I'll be honest with you, there's really no good way to do it, so I just gonna do it, and hopefully my thoughts are projected through. So this thesis, this verbal thesis, so to speak, is the government or the government of the Democrat Party serving you or serving themselves? Okay, here it is. Got a lot of politicians, and by the way, on both sides of the aisle. Let's just be honest about it. Both sides of the aisle, they want your vote, they beg for it, they promise to go to wherever, local government or Washington, and once they get there, you vote for me, I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna serve you. And when I get to Washington or when I get to the state capitol, I'm gonna work hard for you. Keep that in mind. I'll circle back to that. In our lives, yeah, I'm gonna do a little jumping around here. It's very hard to say what I want to say. In our lives, we have the ability, the right, to change our minds, to change our opinions. And having multiple parties, political parties to choose from, is one of the options we currently have, providing that the electoral system is functioning in an honest manner. I'll get back to those 2 points I just said in a few seconds here. Now, this is not a Democrat bashing video. I have a lot of Democrats who subscribe to me, love y'all, but I want you to really think about what you're really voting for, what you're applauding for. And again, let's have some dialogue, let's have some discussion. If the Democrats, they already what? They won the House. If they win the Senate, that means they'll have the Senate, the House, as well as the presidency. And they promised if they would do that, they would actually transform the whole entire electoral system. They will transform it to where they cannot be voted out of office, ever. You would not be able to vote for another party because they're promising to rig the system by stacking the courts, for one. So I'll get a lot of emails. What is stacking the courts? Well, stacking the courts right now would be adding more seats. Why is that relevant? Right now we have a fairly 50-50 equilibrium of beliefs. Liberal versus conservative beliefs. It's a fair equilibrium at this point in time. It's what, about 49-51? You know, every few years it swaps a little bit from, you know, it goes to the liberal side, then it goes to the conservative thought process. By stacking the courts, you're actually adding more seats, right? You're actually adding more seats, and because of who is in power, the Democrats, they get to vote in those extra seats, regardless of whether it's 4 or 6 more or even 20 more. And who are they going to vote in? Liberals. That's called stacking the court, where you don't have that equilibrium of thoughts, of conservative versus liberal Democrat thought process. It's all stacked towards the liberal Democrat agenda. Bad when you lose that equilibrium. What else are they planning to do? They're planning on bringing 2 new states in. Again, because of the folks that are in power, they'll be running the House, they'll be running the Senate, and they'll have the presidency. You can guarantee that the 2 states, we all know who the 2 states are, totally freaking liberal states. Up there with New York and California. All right, so I get a lot of emails. Big deal, big deal. They're going to bring on 2 new states. Big deal. So, you know, our numbers go up for states. Not so fast, Joe. What happens is now in those states, you get House representatives and you get Senate representatives. Guess what? Because they're coming from a liberal state, chances are there'll be liberal representatives to the House and to the Senate. Oh, but that's not all. With those 2 states, you get the electoral colleges from those states. And guess what? Because they're liberal states, well, you see what I'm getting at. Stacking the vote in their favor is what's going to happen, judicially and electorally. Both processes take away your right to opinion. Oh, you'll have the illusion of voting for, let's say, the Republican Party, but the way they plan on altering the entire system and rigging it, 99.9% of the time, they will win. And chances are you'll never see another Republican Party win the House or the Senate or the presidency as long as we all live. That's taken away, again, providing that the electoral system is working honestly. That takes away your ability to choose. You will then definitely have an illusion of choice, because 99.9% of the time, the Democrats will win. And we all know when you're a power that cannot be conquered, well, ultimate power creates ultimate corruption, right? So, getting back to the first 2 comments I made in this video. It takes away your ability to change your mind. Now, granted, I might be a conservative today, and maybe tomorrow I might change my mind, metaphorically tomorrow. You might be a Democrat today, and maybe 4 years from now you want to change your mind because something happened in your life where you just like, I'm tired of this. I want to vote for another party, but you won't be able to. They took away your option. So I ask you, all those folks who promised to serve and work hard for you, when they changed the system to where they cannot be beat ever again, does that serve you, or does that serve themselves? Does that serve you? Does that work for you? Or is that just works? It serves the party. Which is it? Think about that. Take care.